for us. Jay, you've been following this from the start this morning, and moments ago we just learned the identity of the shooter. What do we know at this point?
Yeah, Vicky, it is a 29-year-old Joshua Jahn, we are told. Still trying to find out more information, but that confirmed through multiple law enforcement sources to NBC News. Again, 29-year-old Joshua Jahn. We don't know anything about a criminal background. That's something we're going to have to develop as this continues to unfold. We can tell you that the Department of Homeland Security has said that the shots were fired indiscriminately at the building by Jahn from a nearby rooftop. He was firing at the ICE building and sprayed that facility. One of the witnesses says there was as many as 20 shots fired, and during that time he hit a van as well as the detainees that were being moved from that van. We know that 3 of the detainees were hit. 2 of them have died. The 3rd in critical condition right now at a Dallas hospital. No law enforcement was hit during the attack. And then the gunman, of course, turned a weapon on himself. They're continuing to investigate exactly what's going on. As you can see behind me, Vicky, this area is still locked down and will be for quite some time. Law enforcement from multiple federal agencies as well as Dallas police on the ground as a part of this investigation. We do hear that it was a targeted investigation, that from the FBI on the ground here, saying that this shooter was at the time targeting ICE.
Jay, give us a sense of what happens at this ICE facility, who's coming, who's going, and give us more of some context, really, because there was a recent bomb threat also against ICE agents at this particular building.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just about a month ago that there was a bomb threat called into this ICE facility. The person who called that in was arrested. I can tell you that it's a field office, so it's not a detention center. It's not where people stay behind bars. It's a place where they are processed and moved through, and that's apparently what was happening this morning, that these 3 men had been arrested. They were being moved inside the office when the shots were fired. It's also a place where people do routine checks. They have to check in with ICE. Immigrants have to go there as part of their moving forward towards citizenship, and so that was happening this morning as well. In fact, we heard from someone who was there just for that cause. She had dropped off her husband. She was in the car with her 9-year-old when the shots were fired. She tells us that they dove underneath the car and the shots continued to ring out. She was then approached by a Dallas police officer who grabbed her and moved the family inside the ICE facility where there was apparently chaos. Everyone inside there ducking down behind a desk and trying to protect themselves as best they could. But this is a field office, so it's where those meetings take place every day, Vicky. It's a spot where they're not holding anyone, but everyone comes through.
Yeah, people are going to their appointments as required by law, and others doing their work. A very scary situation today. Jay Gray live in Dallas. Jay, thank you.
Hello, welcome to episode 150 of Just My Opinion. And this one I'm entitled Anti-ICE due to the recent shooting at an ICE facility in Dallas, Texas, which left 1 detainee unalive and 2 others in critical condition. This is the climate in which we're living in now in America, that where these ladies and gentlemen of ICE are doing their job. No matter how much we think the policies of President Trump is archaic and backwards, these people are doing their job. These people are doing the duty they signed up for, and they're following the orders of the President of the United States. And now it's to where people are taking shots at them, and their lives are in danger just for doing their duty and doing their job. This is the climate in which we live in now. Before episode 147, I think it was, I did an episode called ICE Tragedy, in which ICE agents unfortunately shot an immigrant in the lobby. This is becoming violence where people just gotta They're trying to detain these people, get these people processed to get them deported, or if they're going to stay in America, get on the right road to getting the immigration papers filled out and being able to stay here in America. Now it just seems that everybody want to climb up on a rooftop with a rifle and harm people. What is going on? Even if you disagree with the president's policies, I disagree with his policies, but I'm not going to get up and hurt nobody. What I can do is, later on next year, go out and vote and try to take the Senate and the House back. The violence isn't going to stop him from trying to deport people. And plus, you knew this was part of his policy coming in. He told you what he was going to do, what he was about. He didn't mix no words. And now that he's doing it, now we see all this protest and people up in arms and people upset and all this and that. Where was this passion back in November when the election was in the balance, hanging in the balance, and we could have possibly kept President Trump out of office? I feel uneasy for the ICE agents. No matter how we look at them as the bad guys or villains, they're just doing their job. They're just doing their job. Even if we don't agree with the policies, remember, these people are following orders and doing their job. You can't take out your frustrations and your dislikes of the policies of the president on them. The best way for you to do is register to vote. Go in your city, your state, your county, and vote for Democrats. Vote for people that have your best interest in hand. Not go up on the roof and pow people. We don't need that. It's not necessary. People are losing their lives. A few weeks ago, we had the same thing with Charlie Kirk. If you don't agree with this man, okay, don't agree with him. But we can agree to disagree without resorting to violence. And this is what we got to do. We got to get to the point where we don't resort to violence. And I believe the climate is set here in America, where everybody is so passionate about what they think and what they believe and their views, that they're resorting to these type of things. And it's not going to change nothing or make nothing better. The way to make things better, the way to change, is to get out and vote. Make your voice be heard. Not going up on the rooftop somewhere, powing people. I mean, that's simple. You can't resort to violence in these issues. You have to sit down, take a reasonable route, and try to make change in a different manner. Not a matter where you're powing somebody. I want to say rest in peace to the detainee that was unalive. Hopefully the other two can pull through. I'm praying for them. I'm praying for all the ICE agents. They're doing a difficult and dangerous job. Not a popular job. Not a job that the public agree with. Most of the public agree with. But may God bless them and get them home safe to their families. like, share, subscribe. I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers. No matter how small we are, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your help. Every like, every dislike, every subscription, every share, every comment, every review. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because without you, there's no me. Thank you. Goodbye.